Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, so happy Friday. I'm so thankful and excited to have this opportunity to share with you a story from one of my leaders, Rachel. She's a fellow homeschool mom and she runs this business, in order to support her family. And I'm just so thankful to have met somebody who has such clear direction and goals. And wait until you hear some of the things she has to say, because if you're at all trying to decide, where do I hang my hat, and what exactly should I be looking for in order to make sure that I can line myself up for success, line my team up for success, and get into a company where the products are going to make a huge impact, then you got to hear what she has to say, because she's really going to nail it to you straight. Right, Rachel?
Yes, I'm going to do the best I can, of course.
I mean, she's a nice person, don't get me wrong, but when it comes to smarts, I'm like jaw dropping, blown away. It's just so refreshing to see. So, Rachel, why did you choose the mental wellness company? Why not any other company? What is it that drew you here to begin with?
Well, so there were a few things, but I had been looking at some products for my son because he has some chronic skin issues and allergies and underlying things that we've been trying to work through. And I know with my background in physician assistant studies, and I've studied integrative medicine, I know about the gut brain connection and a lot of health issues that people are experiencing. So I had been trying new products for some time, and I was in this group and seeing testimonies, and the time was right when I said, all right, I'm going to take a look at this. But in terms of partnering with them, there were, so many things. And part of it was just seeing in that group the professionalism and the education and the science. I'm very, very drawn to science. And the fact that we have two science advisory boards, and the amount of education that comes from the chief science formulator and biochemist, nutritionist, was very appealing to me because I like to be able to provide extremely good, high quality, very efficient and relevant products to my network and my audience.
Yeah,
My
exactly. And
family.
exactly, because when we're investing in a product, I think that I just read an article yesterday about health and wellness and how there are so many companies and brands and things out there that you can buy to feel better, but yet it's not necessarily clinically proven or even regulated. And so I hate to say it, but I've even been a part of trying to help people feel better, and then people getting sick, people having heart palpitations, people, investing in something that they hoped would help them. And I didn't do my due diligence to make sure that it was the right company. So, somebody like you who really has this background with leading a team and supplying to your customers products that can help them, you already knew what to look for at this point. And so, what were some of the things that you found here that you knew once you saw it, you couldn't unsee it?
Sure. So I've been in the industry for 5 years now. And so, I've done a few things, and the more experience, you really start to learn what helps run like an efficient business for everybody, and how even people that aren't strong recruiters can come in and run a successful business. And so there were a few things that the mental wellness company was very strong on that, was very attractive to me. And part of that was the fact that we had a phenomenal customer service and money back guarantee, an incredible website that was full of education and strong marketing points that, as your people were navigating through it, they could figure out what the benefits were and how this product could help them. A beautiful customer referral program, which I think is fabulous because as a business person, you want to be able to give your customers back if you can as well. We have very modern communication by corporate, which I think is very important because we live in a world where not everybody is always on Facebook, or you don't want to find out from your business from, a Facebook group always or something like that. You want to be notified, I feel like, in a professional manner. And so that, and up to date, you don't want your customer to find out about something before you do. So those were things that I knew, from a back end business standpoint that were going to be important. Then I can go into further detail about understanding your back office and really being able to look at what your organization is doing, how they are performing, who is where. Those are very important things, rather than saying, hey, send me a message and let me know what, your volume was, or if you hit a rank, because I can't acknowledge or, reward somebody and love on them if I don't know what they're doing.
Yes, I love that your mind even went there, that you're thinking, okay, how can I support my team and have insight into what they're doing so that I can see their business from their angle and then help them, right? And so,
Yes.
what would you have to say about somebody who's maybe had no experience with network marketing, but they want to be able to tap into that residual income where they're generating income that comes in month after month? Maybe they're just looking for some, quick $500 in order to make sure that they can keep up with the rising cost of everything right now. How do they plug in? I know that that is also important to you.
Yes, that was very, very important to me. And because I like to build a team of other professionals, business people, and other moms. You and I are both homeschool moms. And so I've got like a spectrum of both sides on my team because, we're multi passionate people. And so I wanted true systems and true skills that were going to help people actually run a business, because I feel like a lot of people and a lot of teams say that they have duplicatable systems. But what I have found is that it's not very duplicatable. They're not real modern strategies that teach people skill sets. And it
Right.
may be that they think they have them, because I will say, even personally, that's where I thought I was. I thought I had systems and strategies. But when you see what real system strategies and skill teaching looks like, you understand the difference, and you understand, this is how I help people. Because we live in a very busy age right now, and people need to learn real digital skills on how to run a business, not make their 100 list.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's very crucial, I think, to be able to serve your audience and not just sell, and to be able to teach people those things.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I remember being guilty of this, where I would have a team and I was very good at following directions, and the direction was very clear. You just have to basically go through a list of 100 people and call everybody that you know. And then you're essentially spamming them. You're inboxing them cold messages, or you're calling them up randomly. And the message is all about, what can I get out of them for me in order to grow my business? Will you do me a favor? Or we were teaching them to literally make our Facebook wall and our stories look like we were some kind of blasting post for the company's marketing material, right? Like, here's our sale, here's our products, who wants to buy? And not only did my team feel burnt out from doing that and really just not authentic, but it didn't work. It wasn't an
Right.
effective strategy. Is that kind of something that you noticed as well?
Yeah. And I think, as I've been in the industry longer, I've seen, more attraction marketing, like we like to call it, right? How people draw people in. But then I think what we do over here is it really takes it to the next level. It's a very clear step by step plan, you know, everything that just helps people really get the skill sets to figure out how to help someone else. Right. Because that's what we want. We're not just looking to make the sale. We want to know well, can I help you? Do I want to work with you? All of those things. So I feel like it's just clear cut. And actually did affiliate marketing with a digital education platform for a while before network marketing. And so I had like a set of skill sets, that I could build and bring. But also as a homeschooling mom and having a newborn in the last year, those weren't things that I necessarily wanted to put my effort and time into right now. And so to be able to come into something that was so well done and such a beautiful culture and vibe is just amazing.
Yeah. So you were looking for, as a leader, you could have sat there and put together your own formula for your team. But what appealed to you was the fact that this was already done. We have lots of video trainings, we have lots of written format trainings, and then ongoing new material coming in to launch people off strong with
Mhm.
proven strategies for leads. And now you can just sit back and support them with what's already done and take care of your family.
Exactly. Yes. And I really liked that corporate had their own systems and training in place as well as leadership, because
Yeah.
you know, that was just a very strong appeal. And the leadership I think is just amazing. I mean, you know, there is something to be said about, me joining you and us working together. Like there's that vibe and attraction there, so you are an incredible role model as well. And working,
Thank you.
having someone that's going to help inspire you and teach you and just show up the way that you want to show up as well, I think is incredibly powerful. So I'll give you that.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. Well, and that goes right through Amari, because I think what we do here is we empower people by being authentic. We empower people by being real. And we offer these skill sets based on, how do we show up with love? And so
Hmm.
if I'm inspiring you, it's because you're that type of person too, where you want to lead in a way that's going to lead people to real solutions with real science. You want to lead people in a way where you're going to allow people to show up as their best unique self so that you're coming from your place of power. I had someone brand new on the team say to me today, I'm so grateful for this posting plan. But I
Oh,
have a question about this one. And, the first thing I said to her is we need to make sure that this reflects your story so that when you show up, you're showing up and inspiring people just the same way that you're inspired. And there's nothing fake or weird about that. And so anyone can do this. That's why we have doctors here. That's why we have leaders coming in. That's why we have moms that don't want to blast their best friends, but want to be able to generate an income from home. And we're doing it in a way that no one's doing it, right, Rachel? We're talking about topics that nobody's really touched on, but there's a major need and desire for these things, right? So, mental
yep.
wellness, sexual wellness, hormone health, and
Yes.
there are a few new products coming to market this year. As a matter of fact, coming very soon, um, like next month, we're going to be talking about launching new, and it's going to continue that same pattern where we're going to offer out a product that's going to help make a major impact in a way that no one's doing. And we get to be that voice and help people. And if you want to be in on that, and you want to have a done for you posting plan, and you want to have some ongoing coaching to build an income while making some changes around you, this is the company to join.
Absolutely. Couldn't be happier.
Yeah. So, is there anything else that you wanted to share that you felt as a leader was really important for people to notice?
I think one other thing that really stood out to me is that, I like a simple, lucrative compensation plan. I want people at the early stages to win. So we have a very simple way. to earn your first or monthly $500. The simplest way I've ever seen it broken down and explained. But we also have an option to earn guaranteed monthly income, which I had never seen that before. And I know that there are leaders, and, when I was trying to make the decision about partnering, and I had talked to some other leaders over here, and I was like, wow, people that are at the top and are still bringing in volume, but their paycheck has dwindled and now they're doing all this other work trying to get their team up to speed, but they're not getting, you can't count on that set income. I think having a guaranteed minimum monthly income is such a stress reliever.
Yeah.
And when we're talking about mental wellness and we talk about stress, how many people are stressing over finances? So if I can tell you this is exactly what you have to do, and this is exactly what your minimum income is going to be, that to me is a huge stress reliever, because you'll know that you can pay your bills with that.
Exactly. Yeah. We don't want people to come into, network marketing and then worry, because this is how it is, guys. When you're brand new to network marketing, there's typically this growth period where you're going to have like 5 people join you, and you're so nervous about these 5 people, right? Cuz you love them and you want them to be happy, but not everyone's going to stick around. Okay. We have an amazing retention rate here at this company that's higher than other companies. So we don't worry as much. But the fact of the matter is you can pour into your company, and it doesn't matter what you plug into for what company, there's going to be some of that, where people stop ordering. And so, how do you have a sustainable income where you can focus on your family and not super stress? Is that minimum income guarantee program. So you're going to hit certain goals, and it's in the earlier ranks, and you're going to be able to just sustain and know that no matter what, you're going to hit that minimum. You can go over it, but you're going to hit that minimum. So now you can work on the next bump up and the next bump up. And then because we have those strategies, you will hit your goals if you're willing to plug in and learn. And most people would agree. If you can teach it to me like I'm in 3rd grade,
yes.
Right. And if I have questions and I have somewhere where I can ask those questions and get a legitimate response outside of just do it. Right.
Right.
They're going to do it because they want to be able to supply these extra benefits to their family and products without having to pay for every single one. Because we do get those free perks here and there. So
absolutely. Lots of free perks. I love it.
Yeah. All right. So I think that's pretty good, Rachel. We've got, the systems, the strategies, and we've got the coaching, we've got the science, clinical trials, where we actually, they really scrutinize to make sure that what we offer, we can deliver on, with a full 1-year money back guarantee and a corporate that we can trust. It's been incredible. Rachel, your team is blowing it up. I've been loving watching the conversations in Messenger. It's behind the scenes where you don't really get to know people until you hear their hearts. And to hear them saying things like, wow, I love this. This has been amazing. This is a game changer. To hear you say things like, so-and-so is really stepping up, and this has been a huge help for them. And to be able to hear the success of the customers where they're finally starting to feel better has been a real blessing for me, Rachel. So thanks for coming into this and being alongside me. And anyone that joins you is going to be so blessed, because everyone in your team talks so highly about you. And I just feel lucky to work with you. So,
all right. Thanks, Chrissy. Me too.
Yeah. So if you would like some information on what it is that we're doing, I'd love to invite you to come check this out. We have a private community where we can show you exactly what it is. We never want you to make a decision without knowing some things for yourself. Just recently, we did an interview where 3 3 people are getting hundreds of leads daily. And if that's something that you'd like to be able to fathom how you can achieve too, be sure to get into the comments here with info, and we'll get you some information.
All right. Bye. Thank you.
Take care, guys.